Ahmed was a bright young boy with an insatiable curiosity. Growing up in a small town, his days were filled with school, friends, and family. But Ahmed had a unique interest. One evening, while sitting with his father under the starry sky, he asked, "Father, how does the Quran explain science? Are there any scientific miracles in it?"
His father, a wise and patient man, smiled and nodded. Yes, Ahmed, the Quran contains many verses that align with modern scientific discoveries. Ahmed's eyes widened with excitement as his father continued, "Let me tell you about some of these miracles."
Ahmed felt a rush of curiosity. He wanted to learn everything he could about these miracles. This was the beginning of Ahmed's journey into the fascinating intersection of science and religion.
One of the most remarkable miracles, his father began, is about the development of the human embryo. He took out a copy of the Quran and turned to Surah Al-Mu'minun, verse 14. Listen to this. "Then we made the sperm into a clot of congealed blood. Then of that clot we made a lump. Then we made out of that lump bones and clothed the bones with flesh. Then we developed out of it another creature. So blessed be Allah, the best to create."
Ahmed listened carefully, picturing the stages of development described.
Scientists only discovered these stages of embryonic development in the 20th century with the advent of microscopes and advanced technology, his father explained.
Ahmed was amazed. Hearing it described in the Quran so accurately made him appreciate the holy book even more.
This is just one example. The Quran is filled with many such verses that align with modern scientific knowledge. Another fascinating example, his father said, is about the expansion of the universe. He opened the Quran to Surah Ad-Dariyat, verse 47. It says, "And the heaven we created with might, and indeed we are its expander." This suggests that the universe is expanding.
Ahmed's interest peaked once again. He had heard his science teacher talk about the Big Bang Theory and the expanding universe, but he had never connected it with the Quran.
It wasn't until the 20th century that scientists like Edwin Hubble provided evidence that the universe is indeed expanding. But the Quran had mentioned it centuries earlier.
Ahmed felt a deep sense of respect for the Quran. The idea that his holy book contained such profound knowledge filled him with pride and a desire to learn more.
There are many more such examples, Ahmed.
Every time science discovers something new, it seems to align with what the Quran has stated. Section 4. Deepening Understanding. Ahmed's father explains. These verses, he explained, serve a greater purpose than just proving scientific facts. They remind us of the Creator's immense knowledge and power. "So science helps us understand the Quran better?" he asked. His father smiled. "Exactly. And the Quran helps us understand science. They are two sides of the same coin, leading us to the same truth."
His father continued, "For instance, consider the water cycle, described in Surah Az-Zumar, verse 21. Have you not seen that Allah sends down rain from the sky and makes it flow as springs and rivers on the earth? This perfectly describes the water cycle, which scientists understood much later.
"It's like the more we learn about science, the more we see the truth in the Quran," he said. His father nodded. "Yes, and this is why seeking knowledge is so important. It helps us grow both in faith and understanding."
Ahmed felt a newfound sense of purpose. By studying science and the Quran, he could uncover more truths and deepen his faith.
Section 5. The complementary nature of science and religion.
As Ahmed continued his studies, he discovered more examples where science and the Quran aligned. Each discovery reinforced his belief that science and religion were not in conflict but worked together to reveal the truth. Ahmed's journey taught him that knowledge is a powerful tool. By seeking knowledge, he could understand the world better and appreciate the divine wisdom in the Quran. His father always reminded him, in Islam, seeking knowledge is a form of worship. The more we learn, the closer we get to understanding Allah's creation. In the end, Ahmed's curiosity led him to a profound realization. Science and religion are not separate entities but are intertwined paths leading to the same destination. By embracing both, he found a deeper understanding of the world and a stronger faith. Ahmed's journey was a testament to the power of knowledge and the harmony between science and religion.